Recently, it was announced that Joe Biden has signed on with Hollywood talent agency CAA, Creative Artists Agency. It's the same agency that represents Barack Obama. And obviously, he got this Hollywood deal for services rendered, which involved opening the borders for the world to invade, pushing trans ideology, among many other things that Hollywood endorses because they're a bunch of anti American commies, which Senator McCarthy called out decades ago. And this is, again, just the latest example of why I'm always frustrated with people who are so called Republican conservatives and Trump supporters that still insist on spending their money and supporting this institution known as Hollywood. Because as much as people can cheer and celebrate that Trump's the president and is writing all these executive orders and putting out all these tariffs, as much as that can be celebrated, the fact that people still vote with their wallet, like they're a Democrat basically, it just goes to show you why all of these current wins and perceived wins will ultimately be short term. They will be short term wins because, again, Trump can only be president for 4 years, and at best, you can hope for Vance getting an extra 8 years. But at the end of the day, hands will still change back to the Democrat Party because we still have tens of millions of Americans who hate America as well. But most notably, we have people who claim to love America, Republicans, conservatives, Trump supporters, who still do things that destabilize this country, like allowing Hollywood as an industry to exist. And so when I hear news about, people talking about their reaction to the Grammys, their plans to watch the Super Bowl, and I know a great number of those people that watch the Grammys to react to it and that will watch and support the Super Bowl, I know a number of these people are conservatives, Republicans, and Trump supporters. And I've stated a number of times on my previous channel, and I will continue to state it on this channel. If you're not voting with your wallet, then you're not really doing a damn thing to truly get a total victory when it comes to making America great again. Because if you're not a part of the fight and you're just a spectator to cheer on executive orders, then you're a part of the problem. Hollywood as an industry, at least 8 years ago, should have received boycotts from people that voted for Trump at the very least. But instead, they insist on consuming them. And again, it's why, I say one of the things I hope Trump fails on is trying to help out Hollywood because these people are the enemy. And they continuously remind you that they are the enemy and will never change from being the enemy every time they make one of their little speeches at one of these award shows. Every time they reward a scumbag like Joe Biden. Because again, his scumbaggery was 100% in alignment with what Hollywood wanted. And as we know, the people who are Democrats in Washington and the pedo weirdos in Hollywood, they are in lockstep with one another, and they always will be. There's no changing that. And the fact of the matter is, these people have always been this way. They've just gotten more emboldened as the years and decades have gone on. And so that's why when there is things to criticize Trump on, or like Elon Musk on, I always go back and say, well, at least they're putting it more out on the line and fighting far more than a lot of the peanut gallery is. Because again, I've seen and heard some of the most, oh, I'm based, super based, I'll say nigger, I've seen those types still be the very ones that will go pay for to watch, like a bunch of niggas play in the NFL. And I'm like, well, you can't be serious or anything you claim to stand for or fight against if you still supporting the cesspool known as Hollywood. But anyway, that's my 2 cents about that.